The Indian intellectuals are anti-India. It was hilarious to me that was provocative. I didn't mean it to be provocative because, first of all, everyone knows it. I mean, that's why it resonated. But if I said American intellectuals are anti-American, Australian intellectuals are anti-Australian, no one would care. And look, and everyone knows what I mean. I mean, the people who objected said, how dare you call me anti-India? That's obviously not what I mean. This is shorthand for the people who are vilifying India on the international stage are primarily India's own intellectuals. That's the longhand, if you want to spell it out. I've had people complain, well, what about these other intellectuals? And look, everyone knows what I mean. It's just a shorthand, but the shorthand, I guess, captured the imagination. India's intellectuals as a class are responsible for Western understandings of India. The West is not sending fact-finding missions to India. Right? Our knowledge of India comes from a relatively small number of highly elite intellectuals who have access to publications, Western publications like the New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal. They write op-eds in these publications, and those op-eds they tell us, I mean, half a dozen Indians, mostly Indians, some other from around South Asia, tell us what the reality is of India. I mean, our knowledge of India in the West comes from half a dozen elite Indian intellectuals who have access to these publications. And the message we get is that India has become an autocratic, authoritarian country on the verge of despotism, where elections are no longer free, where fascist shock troops roam the country.